I'm drinking yummy milk. I like it a lot.
Do you know it's healthy too?
Yes, it makes your bones strong.
Do you know why it makes your bones strong?
Because it has calcium.
What is the strongest bone in our body?
Femur. Femur is known as the longest and strongest bone. It is in between the knee bone and the hip bone. Now you tell me, what is the biggest bone?
Our collarbone, called the clavicle. The clavicle is so weak that if someone sneezes really, really hard, the clavicle might break. Some people confuse with the stapes and the clavicle. The stapes is the smallest bone in our body. Now tell me, you were really good at saying bones' names, so tell me how many bones are there in our body?
An adult has 206 and a baby has 300. And you know why does the baby have 300 and the adult have 200?
Because babies' bones merge into one bone as they grow up.
Could you please tell me all the bones from head to toe?
Kindly stand up. Let me explain. So the top part of your skull is the cranium. The cranium protects your brain from many injuries. I know you don't have the brain, so don't worry.
Hey, I have the brain more than you.
Then comes the mandible. The mandible is the jawbone. It's the lower part of your skull. Oh yeah, I remember a fun fact. Below that, there's a bone called the hyoid. The hyoid is the only bone which is not joined with any other bone. Next is the clavicle. The clavicle is the weakest bone, as I mentioned, and it's called the shoulder blade and the collarbone. Then comes the sternum. The sternum is in the middle of your rib cage. On the side, it's the rib cage. The rib cage protects your heart, lungs, and liver. And the arms. The arms shoulder, it's the scapula. If you have a strong scapula, you might do really good bowling. Then comes the humerus. Then after the humerus, two bones are joined. The ulna and radius. Then we're up to your hand. Your hands are metacarpals, carpals, and phalanges. Now we're moving on to the hip. The hip bone is called the pelvis. Then below the pelvis is the longest, strongest bone in the whole human body, the femur. Then comes the patella. The patella is your knee bone. Then comes two bones joint, the fibula and the tibia. Then we're up to your toes. Your toes are metatarsals, tarsals, and phalanges. And now I'm going to demonstrate you the back onto the spine. The neck bone is the cervical. The cervical is C1 to C7. Then comes the thoracic. The thoracic is T1 to T12. Then comes the lumbar. The lumbar is L1 to L5. Then comes the sacral. The sacral is S1 to S5. Then comes the coccyx. The coccyx is made out of 4 parts. There are 9 fused. These are 5 parts. There are 33 in total.
Akers, do you know who has 0 bones?
I think it's snake.
Actually, the snake has more bones. And the longest python has maximum bones. But the correct answer is a jellyfish. The jellyfish has 0 bones.
Now I have a question for you. Who has more neck bones? The giraffe or the human?
I think they both have the same number of bones.
That is correct. And now I have another question for you. Is teeth a bone?
No, the teeth is not a bone. It looks like a bone. Now I have a question for you.
Okay.
Are bones alive?
Yes, they are alive because bones have bone marrow, and bone marrow create blood inside them, and they also have nerves and tissues which are alive, so bones are alive. If you like our video, please subscribe and comment.
And like our channel, Twin Star.
Double musty, double